Hello everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. There was a list of stuff on the subreddit that somebody posted that I'm very thankful for. It was basically like a checklist of what to do in Enter the Gungeon if we want to get to 1001%. I appreciate having that articulated out in front of me. Were it not for that, I would be spinning my wheels for quite some time. That being said, what I'm going to focus on, before I worry specifically about anything like, oh, do this in a, very specific subset of orders of operations, etc., is just beating the Lich. And once we beat the Lich, we'll see how things look after that. We'll try to live our life appropriately. I need to really turn down the volume here. And then we'll worry about getting the very specific stuff. But there's a couple of little things that we can knock out. Like, apparently, my dream of the tutorial secret being our last unlock is not possible because it's a two-parter. And you need to do the first part in order to get the second part. So I can definitely do that ASAP on the next run, maybe. And then I also should push a table into the pit. And then that gives me an easy item unlock. And then apart from that, I'm assuming that, of course, getting all of the items from our shops is going to push us a little bit over there as well. But we're starting to get there. There was a patch for Gungeon today. It didn't really seem like it changed much. It was mostly just, whoa! Yes. That is the Thunderclap. I don't specifically remember it. It's just a lightning gun. That's pretty good. I also have never seen these so-called rainbow chests. I'm gonna use it for, and when I say it, I mean the Thunderclap. I'm gonna use it for fighting the boss, and maybe like the reload has something special associated with it that I'm not aware of. There is a water barrel on this room. Am I going to go to the Oubliette? Well, I haven't picked up a key yet, so it's definitely possible. But I don't need to unless I really, really want to, or I feel like it would benefit us. Oh, that was a dumb dodge. Wow, you shot the water barrel. Or if I feel like it would benefit us to have one extra floor to get extra items, you get to get the item from the Blobulon at the very least, and probably some items from the shop and maybe chests as well. But oh my god, just get, oh my, come on now, there we go. And just get ready to block it like here, and then push it up. Na 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 na, baby, push it up, baby, push it up. Lovely. And with you being knocked out, we'll do that. And at this point, just sort of, I think we'll use, because we have the Thunderclap, we'll use the crossbow as a room clearer. And you might be confused. You might be saying, I thought you've been using the crossbow as a room clearer, as the day is long, basically. I've been trying to experiment with using the crossbow as a boss killing weapon on the first floor, actually. Never really looked at how the DPS shakes out there, and if it's actually, better for us to be using the crossbow as opposed to whatever the starter pistol, damage actually ends up being. Had to do some clutch dodges in here. This is why you don't want to take dumb damage, because as a result of taking that dumb damage, now, I really can't afford to take damage that is a little bit more sensible to take, unfortunately. But I still have high hopes here. I mean, we still got a shop remaining. We are going to get enough money to buy a key. I don't think it's plausible to not get to enough money to buy a key on the first floor. And it has been a little while since I played Gungeon, so I'm hoping to be a little bit, maybe shaky in the early game here and then start to pick it up as we go a little bit further along. We shall see, though. It should be shop adjacent near here, if not, like, literally here. Okay, that was horrible damage. And this is just not a good start for us, but if we get the flawless on the boss, we get the HP, we get a couple of heart drops, life goes on. Rarely is your performance on the first floor completely causal when it comes to your performance in the game as a whole. And I'm not talking about, the people who sang Celebrity Skin. I'm talking about the people who played guitar and bass on Celebrity Skin. I would love to pick up a key, if you would find it in your heart to provide me with a key. And then I could ignore it until we find our shop, buy 2 keys, and then feel really good about our chances maybe going down to the Oubliette. The thing with the Oubliette is, to get to the Oubliette, to open the secret room there, you need to not open a chest on the first floor, probably. At least one. We've already opened one as a result of the as a result of the pretty strong golden chest showing up. But if you don't open a chest on the first floor, it probably does proportionally lower your odds of being able to flawless the first boss. At least for me it does, because I'm not at the level yet where, you know, it's an automatic first floor flawless no matter what situation I'm in. Hopefully we'll get to that point at some point. But, so, you're kind of like hedging your bets. You're saying, like, let's go down to the second floor for something even better than I would expect to get from these two chests, maybe, or this one chest, maybe. Unfortunately, you can't flawless... Well, I mean, you can obviously flawless the Blobby Lord, but if you flawless the Blobby Lord, you don't get any HP. So you're kind of, you know, robbing yourself, I think. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You're potentially robbing yourself, let's put it that way. Now, the ideal situation would be if we could flawless this boss and not even have to worry about it. Can I just say, not really over the moon about the Thunderclap as a golden chest item right now. Far be it from me to suggest that it's bad, but it certainly doesn't seem to be really winning the day for us here. Please, let me focus on one twin. Okay, that was the worst dodge you really could have done in that situation. At this point, normally I would be like, let's save our blanks. If we take another hit, it doesn't really matter. But it may actually end up mattering a kind of a great deal for us, actually. That was horrible. I'd still like to find the secret room, but we really at this point also need to just not get ourselves killed on the trigger twins. This is pretty embarrassing because of the fact that, you know... Look, let's not be stupid. Because of the fact that, you know, you can oftentimes flawless these guys just by using the freaking starting gun. Charge Shot is a weapon that I've kind of come around to not like very much, but it is maybe like a more potent version of the crossbow, potentially. Well, I don't know if you consider it good news, because, I mean, this floor has been kind of a clusterfuck so far. You might consider it just news, but unless we get a key drop, we're not going to be able to go to our, Oh, never mind. We are going to be able to go to the Oubliette, because we picked up 2 keys there. I think that we should go to the Oubliette. I don't trust myself necessarily to do well there based on how I did here, but I think it's still a smart decision to go for it, get the extra items, and hopefully, you know, find yourself being in a slightly better position after that. And maybe there's something to be said about it being a little bit of a trial by fire, you know? Go down to the Oubliette where things are not as easy as they are on this floor, and then hopefully by the end of that floor you'll feel a little bit galvanized. Not a secret room. Need to be a little bit more diligent about looking for secret rooms as well. The extra armor piece is nice. I'm not going to sweat the old crest. I don't think it's worth a key to pick it up. If they want to give it to me without having to use a key, then, dude, I'm all ears. But for now, that was a very poor performance on the first floor. And honestly, I'm not loving the Thunderclap as an item. Maybe it's a functional room clearer, but I don't know. Like, I'm sure by a lot of people's standards, the way I should be doing this is probably backwards to the way I'm actually doing it right now. Which is to say, don't use Charge Shot to kill basic enemies. Use the Charge Shot on the boss, and use the Thunderclap on basic enemies. Okay, so we gotta push a table into the pit. Push a table into the pit. You get a bonus of some sort. I think you unlock Table Tech Rocket for doing this. I fell in myself, which is hilarious, but sure. There you go. There's one thing unlocked, so at the very least, it has not been a video. Oh, God. Tried to roll through it, or roll into it, which is not good. Through and into are kind of the same thing in this situation, but at least the whole video has not been for naught. But let's focus on making it even better than it is presently. Keep in mind, with shots that bounce off a wall, if you can get that, like, 180-degree angle, so it just comes straight back, you're hitting every enemy twice for the cost of only 1 bullet. So, I do think that's something you should, you know, do your best to make happen if you can. Like, that right there was beautiful. I didn't even mean to shoot that guy. Okay, good work. We are almost out of bullets with the Charge Shot, but I don't necessarily consider that big of a deal. Oh, that was the worst dodge, because I got hit by the bullet, and then also got hit by the poison for walking in there. This is really bad. I didn't realize how quickly my Gungeon Fu would erode if it just had been a couple of days since I played it, but certainly we are struggling right now. But there's our shop. I think it's good to stick with the methodology that's been working for us, and the methodology that's been working for us, honestly, is, that was pretty easy, has been buying keys from the shop. So we're going to do our damnedest to buy at least one key. Got a blank as well, and then we can pick up any keys that might show up, but admittedly, you know, low on HP here, not feeling super good about it, but we'll buy, oh, we can't quite afford a key yet. We'll come in and get Old Crest, because again, this is basically just HP I'm happy to have. Used a blank to try to find a secret room. Old habits die hard, what can I say? So I'm going to take the Thunderclap and use it as a room clearer for now. It does have a fast, you know, rate of fire. Apart from that, I'm not super thrilled with it, but it is better than the starting pistol. I don't know what cracks to look for on a secret room. I should just Google a picture of, like, enter the Gungeon secret room, and then, oh, that solves the problem. You know, it helps to have, oh, fuck this room. Obviously, we're gonna have to do that room at some point, but I hate it. And do we have the chest is a brown chest. Not necessarily bad, especially because we can get Table Tech Rocket out of it, but Gun Muncher. We can't really gun munch anything right now, in my opinion. Everything that we have is too valuable for us, but certainly we could probably say the crossbow can go, and then maybe whatever we get from the Blobulon. Okay, how do you do this? Okay, that's the hardest trap room, man. It requires, like, some serious cojones to make that jump when necessary. Worst dodge, dodge backwards. Look, morale is at an all-time low right now. All you gotta do to start with here is solve that problem. Get your morale back up. Flawlessing the Blobulon is not necessarily a problem. Gotta get back in the right Gungeon headspace here, man. You really gotta watch out for the biohazard bulletkin. You gotta watch out for their tell, because if they manage to get that done, you're in for a rough time. Okay, dog. Give me some extra HP. I've decided that I'm gonna turn my Gungeon life around. I hate this guy. I've decided I'm gonna turn my Gungeon life around, and I need you to support me. I need you to be my Gungeon sponsor. Okay, picking up a key there is awesome. And you know what? I'm going to take charge shot ammo. It's been good for us. Now, we can go back and buy a key, but let's just wait on that for a second. I would really like to open both chests on this floor, and this now makes that beyond plausible. It makes it an inevitability as long as we live long enough. The rubber bullet is, like, low priority for us right now. Must have got caught on a wall or something back there. Good stuff. So that's probably our secret, or sorry, our item room behind us. As long as we can keep one-hitting enemies with this, I like it as a room clearer. We can always use crossbow for boss, even if it isn't necessarily my 100% ideal choice. It's not bad. I really thought that would land. Good. Starting to rebuild some confidence here a little bit, you know? It's still in my hands and my brain to not be this bad. I'm not saying I've ever been the world's greatest Gungeon player. Just that this run so far has been disproportionately terrible. Now, this sounds like a trap room. I hate this room as well. I will use a blank to make this easier on me. And a lot of it's just excess noise, you know? Like, okay, we can now teleport through there, so I'm not disappointed about using a blank. It's just, you know, there's a lot of bullets on the screen. Takes a little while for the brain to figure out, you know, which ones are important to pay attention to and which ones can just be ignored. But rather than worrying about that, I can kind of cut out the middleman and just use a blank regardless. Now, don't let this guy shoot. Very important. The ghost is one thing. Man with the curvy bullets is another one altogether. Not quite the bounce I was looking for there. Okay, okay, that's not very good. I really thought that I could just walk my way out of that one. We may end up buying HP from the shop on this floor. And I think that's kind of like, it's close to the kiss of death. If you start to have to buy HP from the boss. Not a mimic. It is the elephant rifle, or elephant gun. We're gonna go back to our shop. If we can get out of this floor, I mean, that's just it, man. Every floor, you just gotta get out of it. T-shirt cannon's actually pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna spend ourselves into Oblivion. We're gonna open up this other chest, and I'm gonna start to build a win. We gotta build the win around ourselves. I've gotta be the one pressing the buttons, but we gotta do this. Okay, Cog of Battle is actually potentially pretty good. What are we gonna use against our boss, though? I mean, the crossbow requires so much Cog of Battle usage that we might want to start with the Thunderclap, even though I don't expect it to be that good. But the Thunderclap is the one for which the Cog of Battle works the best with, I think. Okay, that was probably one where I should have focused just on dodging instead of worrying about the Cog of Battle, but got the job done regardless. Okay, stop with that, though. This is where... Okay, we're out of ammo for this. Fucked up the Cog of Battle, that's okay. Thinking the charge shot, if you land a double there, just use it right there. Could be pretty good with Cog of Battle. But it's not... Oh, shit. It's not as easy as it looks. I think. Maybe it will be for you. There we go. This is the danger zone with no blanks. Okay, that was incredibly bad. We didn't get hit. Now, we gotta go with something else. Go with the elephant gun, man. Fuck Cog of Battle, just hit him. Holy shit, we lived. Okay, never been less scared in my life of a boss fight. What in the world is this? The Tangla. I'm just gonna head down to the next floor. We're gonna forget that we very, very nearly died on that floor. We're gonna make some good things happen here. This is a shell-based weapon. Shell-based weapon to me seems indicative of it being a shotgun. Okay, that seems really cool. Let's try that plus Cog of Battle. It makes enemies go strange. The enemies go strange. You seeing that? What's going on with that? I don't know, but I like it. Now, should we be using this as a boss? I guess it's just supposed to tangle their hair or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's a reference to a gun that I'm completely unfamiliar with from another media property. So this seems really good. Generally speaking, I prefer shotguns as room killers to shotguns as boss killers. I like to have range when I fight a boss. The shotgun very frequently does not have that luxury. Okay, we have a shaman somewhere over here. Be smart, be methodical, but also be aggressive, be aggressive. That was... I blanked there accidentally. Figured we'd just go for the kill, because I have no idea where this shaman is, man. Oh, there he is. Honestly, seems pretty ammo efficient. 1 bullet per big enemy is really good, so I quite like this as a room clearer right now. It might just be because of Cog of Battle that we're able to even get that level of damage, but certainly appreciative of it as it stands right now. Free armor drop for us. Just trying to make sure we got Cog of Battle active for every single room. It is causing us to do probably a few too many reloads. Look at that, a double hit. killed the Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, Teenage Dirtbag by Weedus. Anyway, you know it. I'm gonna try using this on the Ammoconda, even though I hate this boss because it's the Ammoconda. I fucked up the Cog of Battle reload there. The damage is great, and honestly, it's almost as much of a shotgun as a rifle at this point. Or it's almost as much of a rifle as a shotgun at this point, is what I meant to say there. Destroy the thing that it can eat. You didn't destroy the thing that it can eat. You ruined it. Caused yourself some problems there. God, this boss is... Well, it's the jewel of the second floor, let's put it that way. I've completely given up on the idea of using Cog of Battle here. Except for right there. And we've done it. We've started to kind of take this run back into our own hands. That's a flawless. We get the mass shotgun. Probably shouldn't have taken the key yet. The mass shotgun is not great for bosses, in my opinion, which might make it an excellent room clearer to save some ammo for the Tangler, which has been fantastic so far. Any gun that allows you to... there's no reason for us to be in this room right now. Any gun that allows you to flawless the Ammoconda is good in my mind, so I'm really happy that we've started to maybe turn the corner on this one, and we'll try to use the mass shotgun as effectively as possible. I would really love to see some passive synergies right now. I mean, obviously the mass shotgun's going to be great against enemies like this, but we really want to wait until... Yeah, there we go. Until we get the shells. You gotta almost, again, use it a little bit like a rifle. You gotta stand further away from enemies than you'd expect to be relevant. Surprisingly tough. And of course we're using, you know, one mass shotgun shell on enemies that probably do not deserve it. Never mind, because I got hit there. So as far as I'm concerned, all enemies now deserve this. Nice, good shot. You almost got me there. I mean, on this run, you could get me there based on the way I'm playing so far. Is the trash cannon? It's okay. Obviously, we didn't take the old crest down here, and that was basically by design. I'm quite happy to have not been able to have taken the old crest down here. As long as I survived that floor. What do I think about my bullet hell odds? I mean, obviously, I like them less than on the run where we, you know, got to part 2 and came back to life and still managed to fuck it up a little bit. But I'm not anti our chances right now. Oh, that was a big whiff there. What? Is this enemy just immune to mass shotgun shell somehow? It's more like... Oh, we should go to our shop. I'm cautiously pessimistic. Everybody talks about cautious optimism. I'm not cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously pessimistic. Things could go right. I'm expecting them to go wrong. But maybe, you know, we can buck that trend a little bit. There's another enemy left. Oh my god. Fucked up that Cog of Battle plays something fierce there. Like, basically on this room, just cannot get far enough away from these enemies to use mass shotgun effectively, but they die in one hit regardless. Alrighty. Should be an item down here. Getting into a decent rhythm. Ooh, we'll take the key for sure. We might not be able to buy a key from our shop, but we did get 2 in drops on this floor anyway. Not a mimic. It, Ice Cube. Items recharge while active. So if you have an active item, it's just faster. Active items begin their cooldown period sooner and cooldown faster. Okay, that's cool. Rectangles enemies. Oh, the Tangler! It rectangles enemies. I see. The Tangler shotgun fires particles from a dimension where matter only exists in rectangular form. One of the first energy weapons created in the Gungeon. When lightning struck an old gunsmith's gun rack, he decided to sand it down to a gun. The result is crude as far as energy weapons go, but effective. Well, agree to disagree. But we have actually started to reach a point of some reliability on this run. Do we have a key for sale? We do have a key for sale. We have ammo, which we would, if we wanted for anything, we would want for the Tangler. But we're just going to buy our key. Do have a couple extra rooms down here that we might as well check out. I mean, you never know if you're going to get a random chest or something like that. HP is fine for the 3rd floor. Ooh, oh, I wish I hadn't spent so much money, because then I could buy the waxed wings. I'm going to take Knife Shield. It will curse us. 1 curse I don't think does anything. And Knife Shield, you know, will work with Ice Cube. In fact, I mean, if you look at that, it started with, like, maybe 20% of a charge, or, you know, 12% of a charge, 1/8 or something like that. Let's head down here. Oh, you lose the knives when you go down to the next floor. That's a valuable lesson to learn. I guess everybody's got to learn sometime. 3rd floor, 4 HP, couple of great guns. But I'd still say we're in a position for sure where, you know, our chances of success largely hinge on, sounds like a alt-rock band from the 90s, but largely hinge on our abilities to, you know, not take damage on the boss fights and not completely throw in the areas leading up to boss fights as well. No, we don't want to use Tangler. We want to use, like, Mass Shotgun and, honestly, the Rusty Sidearm. Rusty Sidearm also sounds like an awesome name for a band. I'll give you that. Now, admittedly, this may not be the most efficient use of the Mass Shotgun. The enemies are unhittable. There we go. It may not be the most efficient use of the Mass Shotgun. That being said, what do you want me to do? The Tangler seems to be its better, in my opinion. We will take Tangler ammo. And the Tangler works at range to the extent that I feel like it's going to be better for our boss fights. And we kind of saw that on display against the Ammo Conda. I mean, just on principle, I don't really want to say no to a gun that helped us flawless the Ammo Conda. It's not the hardest boss in the game, but, you know, it's harder than your average boss. For when you fight it, at least. You know, it's like Capra Demon from Dark Souls 1. Capra Demon, you know, it becomes a basic enemy, well, semi-basic enemy by the end of the game, but when you fight it, you're weak enough that it's a real test. Okay, this guy, he's a joker. I'm not sure if I support his actions, to be honest with you. Should be using Knife Shield a little bit more. It worked. I actually used the offensive ability in Knife Shield for the first time ever. I got something out of it. Oh, there we go. So we actually need the Cog of Battle in order to kill some of these enemies in one hit. Or at least, you know, as close to one hit as possible. You also need to aim your shots. Yeah, that was not your bullet. You shouldn't have walked into that one. Why would you walk into your own bullet in the first place? What good does that do you? Finally, we've gotten our Cog of Battle back for a second. That's the problem with this gun. For me, at least with Cog of Battle, it just takes a while to actually make it functional. Oh my god. Never speak of that room again. Or this one, where I failed my reload. Okay, get Tangler ready. We got full ammo. Nail the Cog of Battle. Who we got? Who we got? Cannon Balrog. Great decision. Nope, fucked it up. Good. Don't know, I might be fixating on the Cog of Battle stuff a little too much. But it's working out, it's working out. You know, honestly, knocking these bullets out is actually absolutely fine by me. We have one more blank. Don't let it slip away. There you go. Great use of resources. Reload. no! One ill-advised dodge, and the house of cards comes tumbling down. Oh my god, if I had just actually hit the active reload, we would have had the kill there too. Oh, that's a real bummer. See, Cannon Balrog, he ain't that bad. But, he's not that easy. He's not that hard, though. We definitely should have been able to hit the flawless there. At least we're at full HP. Admittedly, I think the face melter is basically trash, and some people do disagree with me on that. But I am of the opinion, and will be difficult to dissuade on this one. I've used it a lot. Are you kidding me? There we go. I've used it quite a lot, actually. I've just never found, like, a really good opportunity to make the amps work for you. Again, not necessarily the guns problem, maybe just a difference in strategy. But for the most part, the difference is in my strategy. I try to take good guns. Hi-yo! But seriously, it might be okay. Fucked up the cog of battle, but it didn't matter. One hit was good enough. And we do have an extra key. Don't think I've been to our shop yet, so let's leave that key on the ground for now. Open both chests on this floor. Oh, come on. Dude, some of these mass shotgun misses are giving me a little bit of pause. I'm not saying, like, it's not my aim. I'm just saying that from my perspective, well, the Jedi are evil, but also from my perspective, I fucking hit you, so I'm not sure why you're being such a dick about it. Well, again, from a Dragon perspective, anything can happen. Like, I think we're in a fairly easy position here. We got good guns. Doesn't mean it's an instant win, you know. I've gotten great Dragon losses out of runs that should have been Dragon kills before. However, I think that the odds are probably, I mean, you know what? I would give us like 50-50 odds, because my guns are pretty good right now. And I'm playing like just total ass. So I'm a little disheartened in a way. We're gonna have to try to work through that ourselves here, but oh, whiffed on that one. I kind of want a gun that is a great room clearer. Not that we don't have great room clearers as is, but I want a gun that is a great room clearer that also doesn't require me to have Cog of Battle running at all times. Do we have more HP in our boss fight? I guess I'll check it later. We're probably not going to want to buy HP from our shop unless we're in like a really, really bad spot. Dude, it's a real bummer we didn't get wax wings. It makes that, makes the carnival game so easy. That, now, admittedly, you know, at some point you gotta learn. But I hate that from my perspective, it sort of looks like that wall exists back there and you can walk up against it, but in reality you cannot. And it will only lead to your pain and suffering. Okay, mass shotgun ammo. Got this game. Step right up, step right up. Yes, I will speak to you, pay 35. Well, we better get this right because we don't have enough to get a key if we've mucked this one up. Try like this. What? Okay, this analog stick is giving me shaky hands here. Get ready. There you go. Oh! Okay, we got one as a start. Then you want to hit like here or something. Maybe actually you want to... Can make do with this one. Don't hit the green one. Okay, we at least got two. Now, how are you gonna get that one? We gotta, like, sneak it in like this. Okay, we got three. That's actually pretty good. This gave us the Staff of Firepower. Zelda reference, perhaps? Reload to transform. One of the earliest gun experiments before the fires of the forge were lit, fam. This magic revolver was created by the then master of the Gungeon. When the then master of the Gungeon taped one of his staves of power to the top of the barrel. Well, you gotta give it a try, of course. Don't even know what's happening right now. We've reloaded it. And then it shoots laser beams. This seems pretty good. And you know what? I could really use a break from the mass shotgun. So I'm going to roll with this for a minute. Okay, this gives us extra keys. Master of Unlocking. This is a great gun for us. Or a great passive for us, I should say. We still have not been in our shop, is this correct? This is, well, correct. Don't pick up this key yet. It's going to be tempting. You're going to see it down there in the bottom left. Don't pick it up. Fantastic. You know what? Pick it up. I don't give a shit anymore. Blue chest is right here. What do we got? It's going to be a gun. The Buzzkill. Yo. Is this like a worse super meat gun? Because a worse super meat gun can still be pretty fucking good. 350 ammo is awesome. Let's see how this goes. Is it not even a worse super meat gun? Because if this is just the super meat gun, effectively, then as far as I'm concerned, we just found our new room clearer. And possibly boss killer as well. No keys for sale, wind-up gun, ammo, hearts. Honestly, I think we head down to the next floor at this point. I think we just say thanks, but no thanks. We get out of here. Admittedly, a little scary. Don't use your knife shield, because it's just going to disappear by the next floor. Admittedly, a little scary, but we're going to try to make this work. At the very least, try to get this dragon kill, man. Once you get the dragon kill, you get down to bullet hell. The best performance of your life could give you a win. But you gotta make it to the dragon, and you gotta kill the dragon first. That's the rub. I just want to point out that that's bullshit. I'm not mad. It's just like, I wish that thing hadn't spawned so close to me, but hey, I bet they wish the same thing. I'm coming in here shooting a bunch of freaking saws at them, filling the whole screen with these high damage Canadian Tire based projectiles here. Yo, like it's pretty, I think I just picked up a key by accident there, but it's pretty freaking good. The knife shield, maybe I should have done this earlier, start to like just stack it up cumulatively. We lost a couple there, but starts to get pretty overpowered pretty quickly here. I'm just hoping that we can continue to get kind of like the ammo drops we've been getting over the course of the run. I was gonna say, that guy's gotta be dead. If we can continue to get the kind of ammo drops we've been getting over the course of the run, keep us in the money on saws here. This is like my ideal choice for a weapon right now. Waste 1 ammo just to get Cog of Battle active again. I do think it's worth it. More knives. I'm starting to believe in the power of this combination. Oh! I'm sorry, Sawman! Or is it Cape Man? Sorry. No! Cape Man got hit by the saws! That's another thing we gotta check off the to-do list, is saving 10 of those guys. But, I keep sometimes purposely, sometimes accidentally killing them. That one was like... I feel like that one is a fairly honest mistake. This guy spawned on top of me again. I've never been more pissed off. That's not true. Anytime somebody cuts me off in traffic and then I look at them and they're also texting simultaneously, which happens about 8 times a day. Let's use a key to go to our shop. Inside, there is Skull Spitter HP. I mean, there's some other stuff too, but I'm not particularly enthusiastic about what we got going on in there. I'm kind of hoping we fight the Wallmonger on this one, because people gave me a lot of good tips for fighting the Wallmonger. In particular, they said don't roll through the fire when you're fighting the Wallmonger. Although it can work, it's more difficult than just rolling through the giant wave of bullets that comes your way. So I want to kind of get a feel for testing that strat out and see how it actually, you know, ends up manifesting in practice. Oh, I didn't see you. I mean, it's my bad, but I didn't see you. Definitely take more saws. Take these chains off. take them off of my songs. Judas Priest from 1977's Screaming for Vengeance. Or alternatively, Rock Band DLC. I'll accept either. Yep, let's fight the boss. I'm ready. If we die, we die, but I think we got a decent chance. It is the Wallmonger. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot those. On the bright side, it did allow us to do a lot of damage. Did you see, like, how close we got? Oh, you can totally roll through that, at least with the knife shield on. Did you see how close we got to another full charge as a result of those, as a result of accidentally completely fucking up how I should use my knife shield? Great time for a blank. Great time for a blank. Oh! Oh, what a wonderful night for a blank time. I got the oh. I fucked up Cog of Battle so badly here, but I'm hoping you have some mercy for me. No! He's like 80% dead. This whole fight is like a tale of, you know, a little bit of damage gone wrong. It's not really a Dickensian tale, but... Corsair's fine, but it's not what we need right now. Every floor where I don't flawless the boss just takes us a little closer to despair. Because, I mean, I could probably beat the dragon, but we're running out of chances to really have a realistic shot at beating Bullet Hell, I think, so... I'm not, like, frightened or anything. I'm just, disappointed is all. Knowing that, we got a pretty sick loadout, and if things had just gone slightly differently, we could make our own dreams come true here. Not a mimic. Ooh, the Proton Pack. Actually, a pretty solid setup. I think I'm just gonna go for the next floor. I mean, we could buy HP, but... I don't want to. I want to buy something on the next floor and hopefully just get HP. I mean, hope doesn't really mean that much in today's society, but if this ends up being at least a dragon kill, I'll be slightly okay with it, because it's not like a complete failure. But if it ends up being a dragon loss, I hope you've been entertained. Because in terms of actual, like, Gungeon success or failure, despite unlocking Table Tech Rocket, it's not like that cost us a lot. I'm gonna have to treat it as if it's a little bit of a failure, honestly. So what are we looking for on this floor to make our... Oh, I did it again. Double tap the right trigger instead of just hitting it once. What am I looking for on this floor to give our dreams the best possible chance to come true? It's very simple. Just give me enough HP to survive. Extra items would be awesome. There's no HP for sale here, which is just lovely. We don't need the bullet to kill the past, so we'll ignore that. Definitely want to knock the shaman out first. And it's easy to get caught up in this, you know, what-if scenario, you know? Oh, coach, we got a key. Coach, you just put me back in state, or put me back in the fourth quarter, we would have won state. I know it, you know, Uncle Rico.jpg. But we can't really worry about that. Sure, oh, I tried to have best of both worlds there. Sure, would we be in a better situation if I hadn't taken, you know, the least opportune damage of all time against a lot of bosses? Absolutely. And, you know, that's something we'll talk about building on for next time, is a little bit maybe improved concentration on these boss fights. But apart from that, like, we just have to remind ourselves, you know, this is the run that we have right now. Might not be the run that we dreamed that we'd have when we were, you know, little Gungeoneer boys and girls at Gungeon Academy, but it is the run that we have right now, so we gotta try to make the best of our situation. Is it likely to work out in exactly the ideal fashion that I wanted to? No. No, it's not. We got a second key there, though. But this is how underdog stories happen, you know? Everybody cheers for the underdog. Nobody likes to watch the story of how they became the underdog. Nobody wants to watch their team go, you know, 7-9 and then, you know, shit their pants 8 times as they make their way to the Super Bowl. But that's what's got to be done if we're going to have a true underdog story here. Excuse me. And at least we hit him with the runoff. Oh my god, a third key. This is actually starting to get very encouraging. So this is not, because we're going back in what I would consider to be probably the wrong direction. Okay, you gotta take care of some of the riffraff here. There's too many enemies on the screen. Ooh, that went very well, actually. Horrible. It's not Isaac. Stop walking into enemies. There we go. Give myself some tough love. See if that helps. Green chest. Not a mimic. We shoot guns out of our backs now, which sometimes you get this and you go, oh shit, now I can't use my rocket launcher anymore. Sometimes you get this, and I think this is one of those times, and you go, oh shit. Now I'm going to be filling the screen with saws. You know, twice as many saws. Saws are half price now. And assuming it synergizes with Cog of Battle, which again, I'm assuming it does, this could be great for us. Okay, let's do this up. You know him. He's the Dragon. We can dodge these. Get ready for Cog of Battle. There you go. Good shit. I missed Cog of Battle on that one. Oh, I missed that roll too. That's actually, like, uncharacteristically shitty of me. Great work on that, though. Okay, knife shield's back. You got 2 HP. Going back to our old mindset. What comes after the dragon? Nothing. This is the final boss. All you gotta do is beat the final boss, watch the credits sequence, and isn't life grand? You've beaten Gungeon. Look at that, made it to the final phase here. Still got a blank left over. This is not gonna do what I want it to do, but... Oh, we only have half a heart. I, was under the impression that we had 1 full heart. Oh, no! It actually shakes me to my core every time it happens. That's okay. We played horribly. We made an okay go of it at the end there, and I had great items, so to die on that one feels shitty. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll be back, and I'll be better next time, I promise. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.